Hey y'all, and happy Wednesday waffle. I hope all is well. So I am super early today because I guess I got to work like really early, so I had to take my son to his school to be on time for a trip. So he didn't take the school bus this morning, so I'm here. So it's been an amazing week. So I think since I spoke to y'all last week, I spoke to some of you, which was really cool. So you may have gotten some updates, may not have. So Johnny was in the Pit orchestra for the play Shapaharas last week. So that was so cool. I didn't go Wednesday because I was inducted into the Honor Society, Pi Gamma Mu. And then I went Thursday for the whole show. And then like Friday, Saturday, I just went to like enough time to like pick him up. So I'm just like, why am I going to the whole show? You know what I'm saying? But it was really good. I guess, it's that kind of guilt balancing because I'm used to being at everything. But it was a good show. And also to balancing basketball because WNBA is back, right? And then as far as the NBA, I really don't watch the NBA. But since the Knicks are in the finals and going through the process, I am like, let's go New York. So doing that. Like I said, WNBA is back, and last night there was like 2 games on. I couldn't even balance it because I had to like come home, and then one game was from 7 to 9, and the other game was from like 9 to 11. Just like sis, I'm tired. But then tonight is spring concert at my son's school, so he's playing in jazz band and marching band. So the NBA Finals Eastern Conference starts today, so I have that and 2 WNBA games. Like. Anyway, I don't know how I'm going to manage all of that, but we're going to get it done. So what's coming up is I start internship next week. So actually it's practicum. So for mental health counseling program, we have practicum, and then it's like 2 semesters of internship. So I have that going on, plus 3 other classes that I have to take. I have to study for a comprehensive counselor examination. That's happening in August. So like starting next week, life is just gonna be like rough because like it's time to like really dig in. So yeah, I'm gonna be like stressed out, and you already see like I have no hair. Like this is so crazy. Like I don't know why I don't have any hair, and it's crazy. But yesterday we had, so I don't know if y'all know, but I'm part of the DEI committee at work. Because I wanted to step into more leadership roles. So like I do like a lot of different things like at work, and joining the DEI committee was one of them. And it's just there's some changes that I want to see, and in order to be part of that, I had to be part of. And in order to see that, I have to be part of those places where I can use my voice and where it's respected and honored and all that good stuff. So I've been flexing that muscle. So yesterday we put on an event, a panel, basically for professional development, and it was really amazing, because I have my thoughts of like what I want to do after I get my degree, what I don't want to do. But then, life was spoken into me because there was one thing I wanted to do, and I was like, no, because this is the part of the thing that I don't want to do, so I'd rather do this. And it's so crazy because when I was doing my reflection last week, I was reflecting on like kind of how I got to going back to school to do therapy, but I tried to take the easy way out of saying, okay, life coach, but life coach and therapy are not the same things. So it's just like, sis, there are no shortcuts around getting to the thing that you want, right? Especially to its fullest potential. So, I was having a talk with, in a networking hour, I was having a talk with one of the program directors that I really admire, right? I don't know her, but like, you kind of get that vibe. When you meet people, you just get that vibe. So I've always got that vibe from her since day one. So we was actually able to have like one-on-one conversation, which was really interesting. So it reignited. She's like, sis, you basically suffering. And it's just like, yeah, because I was really trying to find ways around getting to where I really wanted to be without having certain components of it. But it's like at the end of the day, it is what it is. All the things come with it. So just something to think about again and not selling myself short, So that's that. And I guess trying to live life more comfortably. Like I just realized like I will be 50 in 4 years. So it's like, what kind of quality of life do you want to live, and how much money do you really want to make, and everything is within reach, but you have to like really go the way that you're really supposed to go. So that's that. On a personal level, I'm still dealing with these kids, and like with my oldest, I've been having like some things lately where it's like I've had to come down on him about some things, and like he was like upset. Like I think it was like 2 weekends ago, he was upset and didn't talk to me, good night, no nothing. And I'm just trying to explain to you, like, at the end of the day, like, yeah, we could be cool, but like, I'm still your parent. Like, I still have to parent you. There's things I have to do. So like, this past weekend, he tried to do something crazy again. And then, it was redirected eventually, like, and I felt like bad and guilty. It was just like, sis, you are the parent. And then this time around with the outcome, it wasn't where like he had an attitude with me for the rest of the night. It's just like he came back home, and then we went on life as usual, But like I had to explain, like, yeah, like I do have to like say things to you or come down hardcore punishment, whatever the things we have to do, but that doesn't mean that I love you any less. You know what I'm saying? And I had to work through a lot of that in therapy, just because the dynamics of my family, and how I feel guilty for a lot of it, because a lot of it is my fault, but it's just like, it is what it is. It is what it is, man. But so sometimes like I'll feel guilty, like if I say no, or if I like do something he may not like. And it's really not. And I've been like watching been seeing like a lot of Michelle Obama clips pop up on Instagram, and she's like, it's not your job to have your children like you. You know what I'm saying? But they should respect. But she didn't say it, but they should respect you. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, a lot of my not wanting to do or say certain things did come from guilt, because just the dynamics of my family, having 3 kids, 3 different people, nobody got their dad. I think just like one person in my house kind of have the person in the house. But yeah, I just carry like a lot of guilt, and just the dynamics of like everything happening in the house, and I have to let go of that. But I still feel it, but I can't let that guilt like put me in a position where I'm not doing the things that I'm supposed to do for my kids and being that parent. It's like I still have to balance that. But I did work through a lot of it in therapy, which has since ended. And my therapist is graduating, and I decided not to like re-enroll back into it, because like I did it really for the purposes of trying to like get through a certain project that I had to do in class last year. And then once I got through that, we just talked about like the regular stuff, like managing the things I'm going through now, like that I'm not happy about. So like just having somebody to talk to and process the feelings, and because I'm not going to get out of the situation that's making me unhappy, because it doesn't make sense to break up something that's kind of working in the meantime. And the support in that sense, like support, not support, but more support than not. So it's just like, sis, how do you cope without breaking all the way down? Because every day I am breaking down because I don't want to be in this situation. But yeah. So, but like I said, I'm going to bypass going back. I'll probably go back like maybe in another year or 2, like when I'm making another transition in my life. Because with each transition becomes like the pros and cons and the feelings and the things, the challenges that you have to work through. So yeah, let's not go back. So that is that for this Wednesday's waffle, and